leaders at the top of the table over in Italy as AC Milan, of course, take the lead for the first time in what appears to be a long, long time. AC Milan are your new leaders over in Italy as, of course, they take over the top from, of course, their nearest and dearest Internazionale. But what's going to happen in the latest round of matches? We'll get into it next. That's right, folks, but once again, we're in our prediction video today. We're looking forward to match number 26, I believe, and over in Italy. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button to keep on bang up to date with all things Serie A related, Black and Rose related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one roof. That's right, Zlatan's boys, of course, lead the charge. Of course, 1 point clear over Internazionale, with Napoli, of course, still in the rights for the title as well. Of course, what's going to go on this week? Of course, we'll take a look at it, all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs there, the Patreons, guys. They give you love, and of course, behind the scenes. Now, let's jump in the deep end. Of course, have a look at how we all got on last time with our predictions, of course, and we kick forward to the next ones then, shall we? Of course, AC Milan picked up a 1-win over Sampdoria. Wow. Of course, that's my boys. A bit of a dented resume. They're actually close to the drop, so they need to sort that shit out. Meanwhile, Atalanta picked up a 1-1 draw against Juventus. Of course, Genoa picked up a draw against Salernitana, and Empoli picked up a draw against Cagliari. Oh, bloody draws, look at it. Kicking off forward, Torino did lose at home to Venezia. Of course, Verona picked up a 4-0 win over Udinese. Lazio go back to winning ways with a 3-0 win over Bologna. Sassuolo did pick up a draw against Roma. Called it, lads, called it. Spezia did lose to Fiorentina, called that one as well. And Napoli picked up a draw against Internazionale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bloody draws out of 10. That's pretty shocking there. Take a look at the table. As you can see there, of course, AC Milan lead the charge, 55 points. Meanwhile, Internazionale are in second. And of course, Napoli are third, and Juventus are in fourth. Down the foot of the table, Salernitana, Genoa, and Venezia going down. Of course, it looks like a lost cause for Genoa and Salernitana, but the third spot is wide open, with all the way up to maybe Spezia still in that race to go down. So take a look at, of course, the prediction league. Here you go. Take a bloody bow. Costas K, everybody is 77, picking up 8 points there. Respect to you both. And of course, big shout out to the patrons, of course, kicking ass and taking names. Wow, indeed. Let's take a look at the mini leaderboard, of course, for the second half of the season. Costas K is kicking ass on that one. Shepard doing very well in the sixth spot alongside 77, and of course, the chasing pack. Respect to the patrons, of course, they get access to full data, of course. But anyway, let's get into the deep end, of course, and have a look at how we can get involved in next time around. Use the website there, /Serie A. And of course, we'll see how it all pans out very, very soon. So here we go then. Look at the next round of matches, which of course will take place this weekend. Of course, kick it all off with Fiorentina. They're going to be looking up against Atalanta. That's of course on Sunday, February the 20th. Now these two sides have played each other 48 times since 1995. 21 wins for Fiorentina, 10 wins for Atalanta, and 17 draws. Just one defeat though the past 6 games for Fiorentina, 75% form up against the Atalanta side, who won the last 5, 42% form for them right now. Last time around, of course, over in Fiorentina was a 3-2 win for Atalanta. That was back in, of course, April 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, in Atalanta back in September was a 2-1 win for Fiorentina. This will be actually the third occasion that they've locked horns. They played twice already, once in the league, once in the Coppa Italia. And of course, Fiorentina winning both of them so far. Can they make it 3-peat? We'll see about that. Of course, Fiorentina did pick up a 2-1 win over Spezia. Atalanta pick up a draw against Juventus last time around. The odds, though, for this one, we have Fiorentina 90-10 for the 18-4 is your draw, and 7-5 is your away win. Atalanta will break the hoodoo here with a 2-1 win for them on the road to take to the house. Kicking it forward will be Roma. They're going to be taking on Verona, of course, over at the Stadio Olimpico. That's right, played each other 21 times since 1986. 30 wins for Roma, 3 wins for Verona, and 5 draws. Just one defeat the past 6 games for Roma, 67% form up against the Verona side, who've actually won 4 of the past 6, 67% form also. Meanwhile, coming at you though, last time out over in Roma was a 3-1 win. That was back in January 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, in Verona was back in September. That was a 3-2 win for Verona as well. Kicking on forward, of course, Verona pick up a 4-0 win over Udinese. Of course, Roma pick up a 2-2 draw on the road to Sassuolo. The odds though for this one, 6-5 on is your Roma, 11-4 is your draw, and 3-1 is your away win. That is Hellas Verona on this one. Going to go with a win for Roma here, 2-0 win for them to take it to the house. Kicking on forward, it'll be Cagliari. That's right, locking horns up against Napoli. They each other on Monday, 21st of Feb. These two sides locked horns for the 41 times in the past since 1983. Anyway, 6 wins for Cagliari, 20 wins for Napoli, and 15 draws. Just 1 minute 5 for Cagliari right now, 50% form up against the Napoli side, who've just lost once in the past 6, 75% form coming at you. Last time around, of course, over in Cagliari, it was a 4-1 win for Napoli. That's back in January 2021. Of course, meanwhile, the reverse fixture in Naples was back in September. This season was a 2-0 win as well. So Napoli coming into this one unbeaten the last 4 against Cagliari, and they'll look forward to this one, I'm pretty sure. Of course, take a look at the recent, of course, results. Cagliari pick up a draw against Empoli, Napoli pick up a draw against Internazionale. The odds, though, for this one, Cagliari 17-4 for the victory, 3-1 is your draw, 2-1. 2-1 on is your Napoli on this one. They're going to win this one, aren't they? 2-1 win for them. On the road, kicking off forward will be Bologna up against Spezia, also on Monday night. Of course, both games on this one taking place on Monday, 21st of Feb. Played 11 times, 2006, 5 wins for Bologna. We got 3 wins for Spezia and 3 draws, of course. Just 1 win 6 for Bologna right now, 25% form up against the Spezia side, who've lost just once of the past 5 for them, 58% form as well. Last time, of course, over in Bologna, it was a 4-1 win for Bologna back in April 2021. The reverse fixture in Spezia back in November. This season, of course, was a 1-0 win for Bologna as well. Bologna unbeaten against Spezia at the last 4 occasions, including a Coppa Italia game back in 2020. Heading into this one, Bologna did lose to Lazio in the commentators on the back-to-back games without scoring a goal. Meanwhile, Spezia picked up a 2-1 loss against Fiorentina. The odds though for this one, we have 5-4 on is your Bologna, 3-1 is your away win, that's Spezia, and 40-5 is your draw. Going to go with a 0-0 draw here for this one. Of course, point split right down the middle. Kicking on forward, it'll be Venezia. They're going to be taking on Genoa, of course, that's on the 20th of February. Played 11 times in 1997. Just one win for Venezia, 5 wins for Genoa, and 5 draws. Just 1 and 6 though for Venezia right now. 25% form up against the Genoa side who haven't won in the last 9 games. Wow, wow, wee wow. Of course, that's around. Of course, in Venezia was a 3-0 win for Genoa. That was in Serie B back in January 2005. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture, of course, in Genoa this season, back in October, was a 0-0 draw as well. Genoa picking it up a 1-1 draw against Salernitana. In fact, they've drawn the last 3. Meanwhile, kicking on to Venezia, they did pick up a 2-1 win over Torino last round. The odds, though, for this one, what do we have here on here? We've got Venezia 31-20 for the victory, 7-4 is your away win, and 11-5 is your bloody draw. 2-1 win for Venezia on this one. Genoa are toast. Kicking off order to be Internazionale taking on Sassuolo. Of course, that'll be on Sunday, February the 20th. Now, these two sides have played each other according to my 17 times since 2013. 8 wins for Internazionale, 7 wins for Sassuolo, and 2 draws. Just 1 win. Sorry, 1 defeat in the past 6 games for Internazionale, 67% form. Meanwhile, 1 win in the past 6 for Sassuolo, 33% form as well. Last round, of course, over in Internazionale, it was a 2-1 win for Inter. That was back in, of course, April 21. On the reverse fixture, of course, in Sassuolo, back in October, was a 2-1 win for Inter as well. In fact, Inter won 3 in the spin against Sassuolo. Of course, Sassuolo picking up a 2-2 draw against Roma. Of course, Internazionale drawing with Napoli last round. The odds for this one is 10-3 on is your Internazionale. They're red hot favourites, 19-4 is your draw, and 8-1 is your long shots at Sassuolo on this. Going to go with a 3-0 win for Internazionale to take to the house. Kicking off forward to be Juventus up against Torino. Let's get in the deep end on this one then, shall we? Of course, play take place this coming Friday. Played each other 37 times in 1993, 26 wins to Juventus, 3 wins to Torino, and 8 draws, of course. Juventus unbeaten in the last 6 games, picking up 4 wins and 2 draws, 83% form. Meanwhile, Torino haven't won in the last 3, of course, 42% form for them right now. Of course, last round over in Juventus was a 2-1 win for Juventus back in December 2020. The reverse fixture, of course, in Torino back in October was a 1-0 win for Juve as well. Torino's last win against Juventus, let's take a look at that, is all the way back in 2015, 2-1 win over in Torino, of course, way back in April. Kicking off forward, Torino did pick up a loss against Venezia. Juventus pick up a draw against Atalanta. The odds though for this one are 20-11 on is Juventus, 30-5 is draw, and 92 is your away win here. 3-1 win for Juventus to take to the house. Kicking off forward will be Sampdoria up against Empoli. That's right, taking place over at the Luigi Ferraris. Played each other 31 times in 97, 17 was 70% form for Sampdoria, just 1 win 6 up against the Empoli side who haven't won in the last 9 games. Of course, 25% form for them right now. Last time, of course, over in Sampdoria was a 2-1 win for Empoli back in May 2019. The reverse fixture in Empoli back in September was a 3-0 win for Sampdoria. The home side hasn't won this game since Sampdoria beat Empoli back in January 2015 in Serie A. Meanwhile, kicking on forward, of course, Sampdoria did lose to AC Milan. Of course, last round, Empoli pick up a draw against Cagliari. Look at the odds, 23-20 for the victory for the hosts. Of course, 12-5 is your draw, and 9-4 is your away win. Empoli 2-0 win for Sampdoria here, and of course, boosting the relegation hopes as well. Kicking on forward will be Udinese up against Lazio. Let's get into this one then. Of course, taking place on Sunday, February the 20th. Now, these two sides have played each other 57 times since 1993, 30 wins for Udinese, 32 wins for Lazio, and 12 draws. Just 1 win and 6 though for Udinese right now, 25% form up against the Lazio side have just lost 1 to the past 6. Of course, 75% form as well. Kicking off forward, last time played each other in Udinese, it was a 1 win for Lazio back in March 2021. Of course, the reverse fixture in Roma was back in December. It was an 8-goal thriller, 4-4 in the end. They also played each other just a couple of weeks ago in the Coppa Italia, round of 16. It was a 1 win for Lazio as well. Lazio unbeaten in the last 3 games against Udinese. In fact, just lost once in the past 6 against Udinese. Meanwhile, Udinese did lose to Hellas Verona, 4-0 loss last time around. Lazio picked up a 3-0 win over Bologna last time around. Of course, the odds though for this one, we have Udinese 11-5 for the victory, 23-20 is your Sarri ball, and 5-2 is your draw. Going to go with the Lazio here, 2-1 win for them to take to the house. And then finally, it is, of course, bottom versus top is Salernitana up against AC Milan, of course, taking place on Saturday, the 19th of February. Played each other 3 times in 98, 3 wins out of 3 for AC Milan. Of course, Salernitana just 1 win and 6 for them, 33% form up against the AC Milan side who won 3 on the spin, 75% form as well. Last time around, of course, over in Salernitana was a 2-1 win for AC. That was, of course, back in September 1998. The reverse fixture, of course, back in December was a 2-0 win for AC Milan as well. Salernitana was picking up a draw against Genoa. In fact, back-to-back draws for them. Meanwhile, AC Milan pick up a 1-0 win over Sampdoria and also committed on back-to-back clean sheets. The odds for this one then, shall we? We have, of course, is 8-1 is your Salernitana, 3-1 on is your AC Milan, and 50-4 is your bloody draw here. 3-0 win for me, another clean sheet to boot, and of course AC Milan will remain top bins on this one. That's of course my take on it. Be sure to give your own opinions right here. Serie A. Also drop a comment down below. It does wonders for the old algorithm. Also make sure you smash the old thumbs up. That does even better for the algorithm. It makes you show me that you appreciate it. Makes sure that YouTube appreciate the content as well. So make sure you do just that. And again, if you are interested in making some Serie A content, get involved with me down below in the comment section, or better still, follow me on Twitter and direct me, message me that way. But until then, guys, that is all I've got for you. Until then, see you for the next one. Be safe out there, and of course, smash your subscribe.